How to make a copper golem item sorter in Minecraft Bedrock and Java Edition. This auto storage system works with no redstone, so it puts any items that are sorted in your system into chests. You can have as many chests as you do want for this, and then any leftover items that aren't sorted will get put into your overflow chest. So all you need to do is go to the chest at the top, deposit any items that you want to be sorted, and then when you put the items into the chest, it will go into the copper chest down here, and then a copper golem will put all the items away in the chests, and then any items that aren't in this top row will get put into this last chest here, which will then get put into another copper chest, and the process will repeat, and then any items that aren't in this row will get put into this chest here, and so on. And you can do this for as many layers as you do want to. You could also expand this by hooking it up to an item elevator, so that it will then go to another run at the top, and then it will keep going over and over again, and you can have an infinite amount of storage, or just make this as tall as you do want to, and just have it like this. In my hotbar are the items that you need for each layer. Start off by placing 2 double chests on the ground and place 9 of these next to each other, like so. Next, place a block next to your first chest and another block beside it, and finally one more. Then one block to the side, like so, and another. And then along the back, you want to place blocks behind all of your chests. And then once you get to the end, place blocks beside it, like so. This time you don't need to leave any gaps. Next, what you want to do is you want to make your walls go up 2 more blocks. And then connect the top block like so, but leave the bottom one in front of the chests for glass. You can also fill in these 2 blocks beside the chest. There are 2 reasons you want to use glass. First of all, this will allow you to see the copper golems, but it will also allow you to access the chest, as you can access a chest with glass above it if there is glass above it, but if there's other blocks above it, then you won't be able to access it. Next, you want to fill in this block right here and place a slab on this block right here. You then want to build a copper golem, so place a copper block and then a pumpkin on top, and as you can see, the copper chest goes right here, which is where you want it. Next, you want to go to the opposite end of where your copper chest is, go to your final chest and break 2 blocks down, and then you want to mine out a little bit of a gap so you can place a double chest under here. So place a double chest right below your current double chest with a block gap in the middle, and then place a hopper connecting the 2 together. So a hopper right here, and then you can break the blocks to be able to get out, and then you can eventually build a ladder if you want to, or just have a block like that so you can access your overflow chest. You can also add more overflow chests if you want to. You can make more going down so that there's a lot more space if you sort a lot of items that aren't sorted in your storage system. And then this is one layer sorted, so then you can put an item in each of the chests, an item frame so you know what's in each of the chests if you do want to, and then you can put any of the items, any that are sorted or aren't sorted, into your copper chest, and then they will flow through the system and they'll get sorted into their chests, and then the overflow items will go into the overflow chest. However, you can only sort a certain number of chests, up to 10, with a copper golem, so you can stack multiple of these on top of each other. So to be able to do that, all you need to do is you need to go to where your copper chest is, and then you need to place a hopper on top of your copper chest, and then on top of the hopper you want to place a double chest like so, and then go along and place 9 chests. So it should be looking like this. So there's a space this side on the top and then a space this side on the bottom for your copper chests. Next, simply fill in the blocks again, so just like last time, and then you can connect it up again, and you can also add the glass. Now you can keep repeating this over again, but this is how you do it. So you do one side and then the other side, and basically you just have to keep rotating for each different level you want to add. But in this case, I'm going to make this the maximum floor, so I'm just going to place blocks along here. I'm then going to place a copper block and then also a pumpkin to make the copper golem, and then I'm going to fill in the roof to make sure that it can't escape again, and on top of the copper chest I'm going to place a hopper and then a chest to be able to put the items in that I want to deposit. So a chest right here, like so. Then all that's left to do is put one item into each chest so the golems know where to sort the items. Now you can also have an item frame on the chest if you do want to. It is optional, but it makes it a lot easier for you to know what chests have what items inside, or you can use signs as well if you do want to. So I'm going to put 1 diamond in that chest there, and then for this one, for example, it can be iron, and you get the idea. You need 1 of each item that you want to be sorted into each chest. You can't have any chests that are empty apart from the ones that go down to the next floor, or the one at the bottom that goes into the extra storage. So this one can be empty, and then on the floor above, this one over here also needs to be empty because this is what leads into the copper chests. But if you have any other chests that are empty, the items will just get sorted into those chests. So as you can see, each of the chests now have an item labeled on it, and each of the chests have at least 1 of that item in the chest. So then all you need to do is go to the top, and you can simply put your items that you want to be sorted into this chest, and the copper golems will get to work and sort the items out of the chest, and then when they get to this last chest here, it will get put down to the bottom layer, and then the copper golem down here will also sort the items into this chest, and any spare ones into the spare or extra or unsorted chest. Now, if your copper golem is having issues accessing the chest, you can also move the slab around to see what works best for your copper golem. On floors that have chests above them, I would also recommend you add a layer of slabs in between the chests and also the chest beneath it. So there's a layer of slabs right here. This is just simply to stop the golem from being able to access the chest above, as otherwise it will try test all of the chests above as well. If you need any help or have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below.